Good morning, English learners. I'm Jordan, and welcome back to English So-So. Today, we're diving into one of the most requested topics, morning routines that actually work. Whether you're a night owl trying to become an early bird, or someone who already wakes up early but feels unproductive, this episode is for you. I'll share 5 game-changing morning habits that successful people swear by, and more importantly, I'll explain why they work from a psychological perspective. So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever gets you going in the morning, and let's transform how you start your day. Let's start with something simple but incredibly powerful, the 5-minute rule. This isn't about doing everything in 5 minutes. Instead, it's about committing to just 5 minutes of an activity you've been avoiding. Here's how it works. Let's say you want to start exercising, but you keep making excuses. Instead of planning a 1-hour workout that feels overwhelming, commit to just 5 minutes of movement. Maybe it's stretching. Maybe it's walking around your block or doing jumping jacks in your living room. The magic happens because of something psychologists call the Zeigarnik effect. Once you start something, your brain has a natural tendency to want to complete it. So those 5 minutes often turn into 15, 20, or even 30 minutes naturally. I started this with reading. I told myself I'd read for just 5 minutes every morning with my coffee. Now, 6 months later, I've finished 12 books this year. The key is removing the pressure and making it so easy that you can't say no. Habit number 2 is probably the hardest for most people, but it's also the most transformative. Keeping your phone away for the first hour of your day. I know, you're thinking, Jordan, I need to check my messages, my emails, the news. But here's what's really happening when you grab your phone first thing. You're immediately putting your brain into reactive mode instead of proactive mode. Research from the University of California shows that it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully refocus after a distraction. When you check your phone immediately upon waking, you're starting your day fragmented. Instead, try this. Charge your phone outside your bedroom. Use an actual alarm clock. Yes, they still exist. For that first hour, focus on activities that center you. Meditation, journaling, exercise, or simply enjoying your breakfast without scrolling. I've been doing this for 3 months, and the difference is remarkable. I feel more in control of my day, more creative, and honestly, less anxious overall. Habit number 3 is what I call the 2-minute preparation ritual. This is about setting up tomorrow's success before you go to bed. Every night before bed, spend just 2 minutes preparing for your morning. Lay out your clothes, prepare your coffee maker, put your gear by your bed, or set out your journal and pen. These tiny actions eliminate what psychologists call decision fatigue. You see, we have a limited amount of mental energy each day for making decisions. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit every day for this exact reason. He didn't want to waste mental energy on trivial decisions. When you prepare the night before, your morning becomes automatic. You're not standing in your closet at 6 a.m. wondering what to wear, or digging through drawers looking for your gym clothes. Everything flows smoothly, and you can use that mental energy for more important things. This habit has been a game changer for my productivity. My mornings feel calm and intentional rather than chaotic and rushed. Habit number 4 combines 2 powerful practices, gratitude and goal visualization. But instead of doing them separately, we're going to connect them in a way that supercharges both. Here's the technique. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. But here's the twist. Connect each one to a goal you're working toward. For example, instead of just writing, I'm grateful for my health, you might write, I'm grateful for my health because it gives me the energy to build my business. Or instead of, I'm grateful for my family, try, I'm grateful for my supportive family because they motivate me to become the best version of myself. This connection does 2 things. First, it makes your gratitude more specific and meaningful. Second, it primes your brain to see opportunities and resources that align with your goals throughout the day. Neuroscience research shows that when we consciously connect our current resources to our future goals, we activate the brain's problem-solving networks. You literally become better at spotting opportunities and solutions. Finally, habit 5 is creating what I call a learning loop. This means dedicating the first 15 to 20 minutes of your day to consuming educational content that directly relates to your goals. But here's the crucial part. It's not passive consumption. You're going to actively engage with the material. If you're listening to a podcast, pause it every few minutes and ask yourself, how can I apply this? If you're reading, take notes and write down one action you'll take based on what you learned. The morning is when your brain is most receptive to new information. Your cortisol levels are naturally higher, which actually helps with focus and learning when channeled properly. I spend 20 minutes every morning reading about psychology and communication skills because that directly impacts my work creating content for you. But I don't just read. I summarize key points and think about how to apply them. This habit ensures that you're constantly growing and moving toward your goals rather than just staying busy with routine tasks. So there you have it, 5 morning habits that can genuinely transform your life. The 5-minute rule, digital detox start, 2-minute preparation ritual, gratitude goal connection, and the learning loop. Remember, don't try to implement all 5 at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm and failure. Pick one that resonates most with you and commit to it for 2 weeks. Once it becomes automatic, add another. I'm curious, which of these habits appeals to you most, and what's your current morning routine like? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one and often reply personally. If this episode helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to English So-So for more practical English listening practice. We release new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Until next time, remember, small changes in your morning can create massive changes in your life. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next episode.